This nigga Diddy pulled up in a motherfucking car and left in a boat. I don't know what Grand Theft Auto life that nigga's living, but it's lit, bro. That's the way my nigga Bruce Wayne should always be, bro. But this nigga's so lame, bro. He has like one party a year, and his parties are only to further his work as Batman. This nigga spends his whole fucking life in a fucking cave with his old ass butler, nigga. Don't talk to me, bro.
But he's smashing hoes from the League of Assassins. Why you hating?
He did.
Yeah, but guess what?
And he took Superman's hoe. He did
little shit ass kids that come through and want to kill him at every turn, bro. Why can't Batman just be a normal nigga and deal with grief like a normal fucking person, bro? Think about that. Like
he was a kid.
Okay, he was
Let him live.
But even Alfred in like the later years of Batman is like, come on, nigga, you spent all this goddamn money trying to be Batman for so long. Really, what has it done? Gotham is still terrible, bro.
He arguably made the city worse.
Yeah,
it was a chain reaction because he came to realization.
Like it would have been normal crime in Gotham.
Joker would have never existed without him.
Yeah,
before it was just crime bosses, and then he came along. And now you got fucking Bane and all these mystical enemies coming along and shit.
they came from the
but that's not. But
they came from Arkham though.
That's not Batman's. That's not Batman's fault though.
It is his fault. Joker straight up said that he exists as a counter to Batman.
To Batman.
That's that's not just Batman. That's every superhero. Like that's the whole concept of a superhero.
Okay.
No.
Tony Stark, the Avengers they literally say that the exact same thing in the Civil War. They literally say we're the reason why we're causing all this problem.
I'm not talking about
Earth being attacked because of us.
Hold on. But my main point is not like the city and all that shit is worse because of Batman. My main point is like all these other superheroes. There's only like 4 niggas who are rich. Okay, and one of the only ones who lives like a real nigga is Tony Stark. Batman lives like a hoe. That's ultimately what I'm saying is I can't.
I'd say Black Panther lived like a fucking savage.
Oh, true, Black Panther too. But what I'm saying is, this man Batman has been a billionaire his entire life, bruh. And this nigga devoted his whole life to dressing up, being shot at, being stabbed, and fucking with other niggas' money and shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I was reading, it was about a couple years ago. I was reading this book about some psychologists. They go into the psyche of Batman, basically, and like Bruce, and they were saying, like, they were pretty much explaining, like, the psychological aspect of the entire series, like, what basically how the series is basically a nod to, like, mental health and, like, why it's so important and so forth. That's the whole idea of the whole Batman series. But
I mean, that's cool. But once again, when
it's
you're
different. Like, you can't be like, why isn't he not like Tony Stark? Because Tony Stark never dealt with shit until after the fact that he got fucked up. Like, he was a grown-ass adult when he got fucked up in the chest. Like, he grew up a life of, everything's good outside of, like, his parents dying. But even then, he never saw his parents die until Civil War. And then he acted like he lost his shit. And then he started killing. He was like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna kill this nigga for killing my parents.
But you're acting like white people doing stuff irrational is something new.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
No. I'm disagreeing with you because you're acting surprised. Batman's response to his family being killed is to walk around in a crazy bat suit, to every fucking buddy. I mean, because let's look at the real world. Let's look at the real world. Let's look at the real world. Okay, Obama didn't deliver everything these white folks wanted. So what did they do? They went and voted for Trump. Like this is what they do. They do crazy shit. So leave them alone.
Oh, okay, I get that, but I'm saying him as a kid is the reason. Like that's why it happened to him.
So then ultimately, you do agree with me, nigga, because like what I'm saying is I can't
agree with you
because of his white ridiculousness, bruh. Like I've just grown tired of it. I'm like,
no.
I'm like on the fence about it.
I'm saying when you're a kid, you're traumatized, and I'm saying that he never grew up out of that trauma because it happened to him when he was a little kid. Like that's you can't say it's the same thing where it's like Batman literally saw his parents die in front of him, like when he was a kid, compared to Tony Stark.
At the same time, I think Anon
never saw what happened to his parents.
At the same time, Anon is saying it's like, yeah, I understand you were traumatized as a kid. But you're at a point in your life where you get to see Wonder Woman walk around with her pussy out all goddamn day.
Oh
my
god! Get over it, nigga.
Exactly.
It doesn't work like that.
And also, another thing I'm saying is, like, Batman's
for real niggas, it does.
Hold up.
Yes, for real niggas, but Batman is not. He's just a special nigga.
Listen, Batman is special because Batman. This is what I'm trying to say.
I told you he has mental illness.
Bruh, are you gonna listen to me? All this shit would I'd give you a pass. I'd be like, yeah, that's fine and dandy. But this nigga is a billionaire. When you are a billionaire, you are afforded certain luxuries that other people cannot. I'll give you an example. There are atrocities that happen around the world every single day. Kids watch their parents get fucking executed in front of them all the time. Watch their parents in worse ways than what happened to Batman, bruh. Batman was in a position, and Alfred was taking care of him. I'm saying they were in such a financial position that Batman could have got counseling and help and all that sort of shit that other people who have witnessed worse tragedies cannot afford and end up growing up fine. Yes, I understand different strokes, different folks, people handle grief differently, but yeah, like TBH said, there comes a point where you're like, nigga, I've been a billionaire for all these years, I've been doing all this shit, and what difference have I made in the city? Honestly. And I got mystical bitches out here walking around with their ass out and shit. I could fuck any bitch I want. I could drive foreigns. Honestly, why the fuck am I out here? Dog, I know I've never been shot or stabbed either. But I'm saying, you get shot or stabbed once, you might be like, nigga, what am I doing? what am I doing here? Why am I dressing up in this bad suit? Jumping around trying to fight crime when I'm arguably creating more villains, arguably doing all this shit, and there are other niggas who actually have cosmic level fucking powers like Superman. Fuck that shit, nigga. I'm going to Maui, I'm going to Japan, I'm living my fucking billionaire life. Fuck everybody, bro.
Well, couple things to those points.
I'll let Superman handle that shit.
He doesn't like Superman off the rip.
Whatever, nigga. Dawn of Justice would have been way different with me.
What is that?
I'm not even Dawn of
liking
Justice.
Superman
This is the
do
comic.
anything?
He never liked Superman off the rip. It wasn't until like they befriended, quote unquote, that it was after that.
Well,
but
I could argue,
ever since Superman's existence,
Batman was being extra about that too.
He never. No, I completely agree with what Batman did. It was like I'd if I was in the situation, I would have felt the same way about a nigga like that.
Oh shit, nah, fuck that. Let me tell you,
a nigga who's basically a nuclear bomb and nobody's gonna put him in check. Yeah, I would have an issue with that.
But my whole thing is why piss the nigga off? Nigga? Yeah, why are you being a hater, bro? Honestly,
why are you being a hater? I'm not hating. Why are you hating? Hold on. You're the nigga hating. I'm not hating.
So
I'm like, yo, I understand why Batman does the things that he does. Like for him, it's
Batman mad because nigga ain't got no superpower.
It's a way. Well, yeah, that and like it's a biggest thing because like he does the things that you're saying. Like that's why I don't get it. Because like he took Wonder Woman from Superman. Like you know that, right? Like he fucking.
Hold on.
This nigga Batman is the biggest hater in the world, bro. Superman can't. If are we gonna talk about the movies or the comics?
No, we're talking about the comics. The movie.
I'm talking about
relevant regardless.
All this shit. We're talking about all that shit.
No, fuck that shit.
All of it. I don't care.
No, because the cinematic universe is its own thing. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm always talking about the cinematic universe. Okay.
But we're talking about the person. We're talking about the actual.
Okay,
character.
all right. That's cool. That's cool. The character, but the character is still relatively and roughly the same in the cinematic universe. So back to what I'm saying. If we're talking about
different, they're definitely different because like it depends because there's different variations of Batman. Like for example, the Frank Miller version of Batman is different than.
We haven't gotten that version though yet.
Well, we are getting that version. That's the whole Dawn of Justice version of Batman. The one who just does. He's the guy you're saying. He literally says in the trailer, he's like, I've done all this shit and it ain't worth shit. I've lost so many people. Gotham's worse off because of me. He's basically like the fuck this shit, dude. I don't even know why I'm doing this shit. I'm putting up the cape.
So then this makes no sense.
That's the whole line of that's the whole point of Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond is basically.
I was about to get to Batman Beyond too.
So then
because he basically says fuck Gotham.
So you're agreeing with Anon then?
So then it makes.
No, I'm saying he does exactly what Anon says he doesn't do. That's what I'm saying. It's like Anon saying, why doesn't he do that? Why doesn't he say, yo, I do all this shit? Fuck it. I'm like, he does. That's my point.
You're not hearing me. You're moving the point. I'm saying, I think that nigga is lame because he's just not.
Actually, hold on. So he doesn't.
No,
he doesn't.
You just said.
He doesn't.
You just said.
But he doesn't.
You're like.
Ethos. He doesn't say fuck it though because he has to.
No,
hold on. Can I finish? It wasn't like a realization. It wasn't a realization like, oh, like I haven't accomplished anything at this, that, and the third. The reason he quit is because he realized, like, if you remember the first episode of Batman Beyond, it started the way that the original Batman series started. Batman originally started off as a bitch because he was crying his parents died, and then in Batman Beyond, somebody pulled up on him. He wasn't ready, and he pulled that gun out, and he realized he's a bitch, and that's when he gave up. So I can argue that he started a bitch and he ended a bitch because he gave up his morals. There was really no point. And then the city was worse off. That's why he had to get Terry McGinnis. He made Gotham worse. So It's like what did he accomplish?
Multiple reasons. Like it wasn't just that moment. It was just like that realization.
But that was the final straw. He realized like, yo, I ain't shit.
Once again,
that was a physical limitation.
Y'all are moving what?
But that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Is what I'm saying.
None of that shit fucking matters. What I am saying is that nigga is lame for being Batman for over 30 years, bruh. Get over it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying it's a psychological reason, and it could be tied to mental illness about why he does it. Because he's gone so long as being the Dark Knight, he can't be anybody else but that. Like
I know.
It's the idea of this.
I understand.
Well, no, because I don't think you do. Because I think what you're trying to say. Oh no, he does. It doesn't make sense. But I think you don't understand because from a mental illness standpoint, it's not. Batman is not Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is actually like the way I describe it is. Batman is he's
Nigga,
really
what?
Batman.
Is Shad Moss not Lil Bow Wow? What are you talking about?
He is really Batman. Like that is who he really is at his core.
Batman, and when he puts
Bruce Wayne is a mask he puts on. He's not a billionaire. He's not the guy who runs around saying I want to fuck this and get
blah blah blah.
Like this is the whole that's the whole mental situation that he's in, and that's why he copes with it the way that he does. And then when he gets to the whole, like you said, he loses it. He's like, yo, I can't do this.
Don't say that I don't understand something. I definitely understand. Trust me.
Because if you understood that, you wouldn't be arguing the point that you're arguing.
All right, so here's why I think
you're being extra.
Here's why I think.
No, I'm saying explain your point because I'm saying if you understand this,
fucking do it.
Then do it.
You guys are nerds. Oh my god, you guys.
You just say your point. You're like, oh, I'm saying agree. I'm like, okay, what's the point?
Okay, so are you ready? Can I say?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm like, go.
Okay, so shut up. All right.
Go.
See, here we go.
Damn, like, yo.
As soon as I'm about to start, you always speak.
Come on, man. There's another thing.
You guys are fucking nerds.
Are we good? All right.
I'm done with the argument. It's not reason to even argue.
You're looking. Wow.
So now he's. Hold up. I'll end this.
No. We don't need to end this. Nothing like that.
No, I'll answer Anon's question. Well, you're not a part of the conversation. We'll move you out.
It's not.
Anon. The reason that it took him so long to realize that he was a fucking cornball is because of the company he keeps. I could argue the Justice League is full of bitch ass niggas, and let me tell you why. All right, so Superman's a Boy Scout faggot who wears a fucking blue diaper and doesn't know left from right. Fucking Barry Allen is a bigger bitch than Batman. This nigga went back in time and changed history to save his mom. Destroyed the whole fucking world in the process. When you keep that kind of company around, of course wearing a batsuit doesn't seem that bad for 30 years.
But ultimately, what I was trying to say is, yeah, I understand why Batman is like that. It's the whole, I've actually become Batman. Bruce Wayne is my mask or whatever the fuck. I get it. It's just fucking lame to me, nigga. That's all I'm saying.
Green Lantern is a fucking.
It can be tied to mental health, blah. I understand how powerful your mentality is. Clearly, I've watched plenty of psychological shows, Mr. Robot. I have friends who have depression and wanted to commit suicide. Trust me, I know about mental health. I just still, I don't know. Like,
you're saying people with mental health are stupid?
No, because you see now that's what I'm saying. I hate when you do this. Don't move the point. I'm saying
I'm not moving the point. I'm just asking you.
No, I'm saying
you said I understand this.
Can I say what I'm saying? I said Batman specifically. I think is fucking lame because I'm sorry, like. Yeah, it was traumatic for him, but fuck that shit, bro. There are people who go through way more traumatic shit who aren't fucking billionaires who don't fucking go crazy like that. So whatever, nigga. Fuck Batman, bro.
Like, it doesn't make sense. One, he's in a fictional universe where, like, niggas are running around doing crazy shit.
So now he's in a... Okay. So
that is true. So it's like you have to have a suspension.
Okay, but all the other shit we have to root it in reality, right? But that's the one. Oh yeah, suspend your disbelief because you were like, oh, well, we're talking about the characters. So let's talk about the fucking character, bro. And I think that shit is.
I'm talking about all the villains he has to go up against. Like it's totally different to be like.
Where did the villains? What are you talking? Where did the villains come up?
What do you mean?
Not once when I had made my initial statement.
I'm not saying that's your point. I'm saying that you're trying to apply real world logic to a fictional character, and I'm like, there's special cases for it.
But are you not also?
No, I'm telling you straight up from
mental health. So mental health is not a real world scenario.
It is a real world scenario, which can be applied
then you're applying. So literally, a few seconds ago, you were like, you're trying to apply real world shit to a fictional character, and then when I bring up mental health, you're like, yeah, but that's real world that can be applied to a fictional character.
I'm saying you have to have a fiction. you have to have a suspense of disbelief to understand of the certain scenarios that he was in. However, the whole point of Batman is the whole argument about mental health, because each of the villains represent a different type of mental illness, including Batman. That's the whole reason why he's a parallel to Joker. This is, again, the whole reason why I'm like, you have to have that suspension of disbelief. This is the whole reason why he does the things he did. You're like saying he's a cornball for da-da-da, and I'm like, that's the whole point of, like, it's not that he's a cornball. It's like, it's like saying, for example, it's like you're saying, like, okay, so people who, deal with special things because they have certain they're lames for doing it. For a person that has a mental illness who's, let's say, traumatized at a young age and they do some weird shit, they must be a lame for it. Like, that I just don't agree with. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm just saying that that's just what I see.
And you spend billions of dollars a year dressing up in a bat suit and going crazy to arguably ruin your city. Arguably. Yes, Nick, you're lame. I'm sorry. Like, there's no real world comparison you can give me to. It's not like your parents got shot or you were in a car accident when you were young and now you're afraid to drive on the highway. That's different. I'm talking about Batman
is confronting his fear. That's the difference.
Batman is an extremely ridiculous reaction.
Yes. Yes.
Like most people just call the police.
Like all superheroes. They're an extreme case. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what a superhero is.
Not all superheroes are an extreme
All superheroes are an extreme case.
No,
like,
they're
Batman
not.
has no superpowers.
First of all,
is
Batman's
god.
not a superhero. Batman's a vigilante. Let's be correct here.
Yeah. Come on now.
The Flash is a superhero. He wasn't somebody who chose to be the Flash. It was something that happened to him, and then he took on the mantle. It's almost like you're thrusted into
the superhero.
He was not. No, it was his choice. It was his choice after his parents died. He was not.
All the technicalities don't matter. Batman is a superhero. Like, that's just what.
Now we're bringing up technicality.
I'm not bringing up technicality. I'm just saying, like, that's
how he a superhero without superpowers.
He's labeled as a superhero.
What's his superpowers?
It doesn't matter. The point is he's labeled as a superhero.
No. I need you to name one superpower.
His intelligence, his detective.
This nigga said his intelligence. Oh my god!
I could use the cliche.
No.
I could use the cliche. He can automatically beat anybody and everybody. I could obviously use that as his superpower, because that's obviously his superpower. Even Darkseid recognized it and said that his superpower is literally, I can outdo everybody. Why? Because I'm willing to sacrifice anything for the greater good. Which
I could argue. That his label.
This is pointless.
No, I could argue that his label doesn't matter because technically the androids in DBZ were cyborgs, bro.
We're talking about DBZ. We're not talking about. You're talking about DBZ now. Now you're going off point.
Also, that argument is irrelevant.
I'm talking about labels.
Because Batman's only powerful if he has time to plan. Flash is gonna punch you in your fucking throat. The comic books always write it so he has time to plan. But in a real world situation, pull up on that nigga. He's done.
Well, that's the point. I think the comic books and the cartoons also state that. Like, literally, they have a whole episode where he's like, "I hit you here, boom, you're dead. I hit you here." Like, there was a superhero that literally did that to Batman. It was like, "I could kill you 3 ways right now," but like he does it because it's like no one just straight up just kills Batman like that.
But that's because I could argue that most of the niggas who be fucking with him are fucking bitches, bro. Like the Flash is retardedly strong. Somebody did an actual like math conversion of his speed.
He's arguably the strongest Justice League member.
Yeah, like the nigga could actually like kill Superman type shit.
You run right through your shit. You fucking shit up, shred your shit
up. There's
nothing you can tell a man who can change history. Yeah, he could literally erase you. That's why he's the most powerful.
He can erase himself, but that's his own. The only thing is the problem with the Flash. I still think Superman could beat the Flash. But
the thing about Superman is he has no limits.
Yeah, like it's literally impossible to beat Superman except for Batman. Like literally, because Batman evens him out. But like Superman cannot lose just by the factor of who he is as a person. Like he beats limits no matter what it is put on him.
The whole thing behind Superman is his mental block that stops him. Like
the problem with most of these people,
Boy Scout complex type shit.
And this is the thing I say about Batman is that you can say a lot of this stuff, which I agree, but Batman keeps the most level-headed out of a lot of them compared to like. Yeah, he does some stupid shit, but like that crazy shit. But most of the time, he keeps a level head compared to what everybody else in the Justice League. Also, which is why they're a bunch of like idiots. Because it's like Flash. Oh yeah, he could possibly be the most powerful person because of his Speed Force, but his mental state. It's like the Dragon Ball Z case. It's like Goku is like the most powerful person. People argue that he'd be super, but the problem is he doesn't have the mental or maturity to like pull it off. He'll just like do some stupid shit, be like just for laughs and trolls, and then he'll die for it.
But I mean, I don't fuck with nobody in the Justice League either. To be honest with you, like it's not. I don't think just Batman's lame. I think a lot of them niggas are lame.
I mean, at the end of the day, I just say they're superheroes, right? They're designed for their purpose, which is to entertain.
Batman isn't a
They were designed for
Batman's just a
kids.
nigga in a bat suit.
It depends on your definition, but at the end of the day, if you look up, like superheroes, you see in Google, you'll see Batman, you'll see that. I mean, in the the superficial form of
Well, he's incorrectly
superhero is. He is what he is. Like, he is a hero, and he's a superhero.
He's a hero, but not a
It's the
superhero.
same idea where people say superheroes. Like, it's the whole fucking point of superheroes. Is the whole point. It's Batman. Batman is literally a personification that anybody can be a hero, and it doesn't have to be.
Anybody can be a hero.
Like the police, they can be looked up as superheroes and so forth for kids and so forth. Like, that's the whole point of Batman in a
You
nutshell.
can be a hero. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with being a hero. But being a superhero should entail that you have a superpower.
It does not matter in the whole stake of everything.
I mean, yes, you can have incredible, ridiculous and super feats as a hero, but you're not a superhero unless you have superpowers.
Because someone would argue, which is a fair point, is to say that the supernatural aspect of Batman being able to outdo everybody that he goes up against who have superpowers instates that he actually does have a power, which is a fair argument. And not only that, there is in the comics he does become God, so he technically is a superhero on both sides.
The thing is, I wouldn't argue that, because that comes to wits, and most of the time when we see people get superpowers, they gain physical or energy based or some sort of. It doesn't
have to be a physical trait, or that it can be there are mental superheroes as well. Not to mention that
yes, but he's not a mental superhero. He's a normal man.
Yeah, but the point is saying
he's not
is that
Charles Xavier.
The point is stating that you're able to outdo people who have superpowers and superhuman and that's way ahead of you is not something that is just simply a trait that you can carry.
But
it's not something that you just. It is a special power that you have.
If you're a man, because Barry Allen isn't he just a normal nigga? Just because he became the Flash, that just makes him a fast, normal nigga. He still has a normal brain. So
no, he doesn't. He has fast regeneration. He can heal himself. Like, he's not just a regular nigga.
That's physical. I'm talking about
the mental level. Yeah, he's not.
Hold on. Actually, Barry wasn't normal. He was actually a genius. That's how he actually became the Flash.
Really?
He was doing experiments. He's actually
okay. But there's emotional. But he is smart.
But there's plenty of superheroes who haven't been geniuses, and they gain superpowers, and they don't become geniuses. So of course, a nigga with a normal brain could still outsmart them. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, just because you get superpowers doesn't mean that you're automatically a genius now. So as long as Batman is still smarter than you, because let's be honest, Superman is fucking retarded. You can't at me on that. Superman is definitely stupid. Conventionally, as far as IQ wise, come on.
Yeah.
The man's just invincible. That's all. So of course he gets beaten by Batman. Batman's fucking smart.
No, the reason why Batman beats him is because Batman will go beyond what Superman. It's not that he's dumb. It's just Superman has a set of rules that he will not break.
Which is
Batman
stupid.
does not. Batman will break the rules. That's the main.
So then you would say. So you're thinking that moral code is not stupid for Superman to have?
No, it's just the way all the
Superman's been on record saying he could have killed Batman plenty of times. He just doesn't do it.
Because it would break his code.
Yeah, but
will not kill it.
You're underestimating the fact that they're letting that nigga live. That doesn't make you special.
Thank you.
What is making him special? We're talking about supervillains trying to kill him multiple times, but they can't.
You know what it is? Okay, let's say
Darkseid could have killed Batman.
Hold on. Let's say you have a rattlesnake, right? Let's say you're a normal person, right? In a fucking tank, and you're going up against a rattlesnake, and you see the rattlesnake, and you're just like, I could fucking destroy you, bro. The rattlesnake could, get into the tank, bite your ass, and kill you. Yeah, but it's that shit's being allowed to live. You're a fucking tank. There's no way that in a conventional sense a rattlesnake will destroy a nigga in a tank. It's kind of the same thing. Batman is being allowed to live by Superman because Superman is fucking retarded.
I'm gonna say his retardation. It's just his morals.
Kill you.
That's like saying people who have morals is fucking retarded. He has a set of morals.
But they're stupid.
They're not stupid. They're a set of morals. Do not kill is stupid?
To Superman, yeah.
How?
Nigga, you know how many villains are around the world that Superman could literally just
And you know the one
just
he
go
did?
get rid of this.
You know when he killed Joker and what happened as a result of that? He lost his he literally goes evil because of it. So it's like his moral binding is the only thing keeping him good.
So then he's mentally weak anyway. If he kills one person and his whole shit just flips, he's like, "Oh, I've killed one person, so now I gotta kill everybody."
Because he's the polar opposite of Batman. The idea that when he killed Joker, he had the realization like Batman. He said, "Yo," he has your realization. "Yo, fuck this shit. These fucking villains out here killing hundreds of people and shit like this, and we just gonna keep letting them go and shit like that,
Yes.
or saying they need help." Yeah, so that's what Superman does, and he becomes evil because of it. He literally tries, "Oh, well, I'm gonna do this now."
How does he become evil? What does he do?
Did you played Injustice? Yeah.
No, I didn't. That's why I'm asking.
Okay. Well, that's literally the storyline TBH can do. That's literally the storyline of Injustice. Exactly what you're telling. You're like, well, yo, if he's doing
how does
evil
he?
shit,
But how does he
stop him.
become evil? How what does he start doing after?
Okay, so
after he
spoiler:
kills
Joker kills Lois Lane.
Okay.
And he's like, yo, and Batman says, yo, dude, you can't do this. Like, this is your law. Like, you cannot kill people. Like, you know better. It's like, we're gonna lock him. He's like, no, fuck this nigga, dog. And he breaks his fucking neck and kills him. And he kills him right there on the spot. And so when he does that, then it causes a trigger of events where Superman then has the mindset. He's like, I can solve all the problems. I can cause peace in this world. That means if I got to get my hands bloody in order to do it, that's what whole Injustice 2 is about too.
Okay, so
like,
then
I can do this. So he does that.
But what I'm asking you is,
and he goes evil because
what
of
is
it.
that? But how is that going evil? Because that's subjective. You're saying
because then he becomes a tyrant. He doesn't become. He's not a hero.
Yeah, he's a tyrant in the game.
He becomes a tyrant. And he starts forcing people.
That's what I'm asking. What is he trying to do? Because from what it sounds like, from your explanation to me was, he's like, okay, I killed Joker. Shit, I could cause world peace by going around and killing all the other villains.
But he doesn't. He creates martial law. Like he creates
martial law basically because of his powers.
Yeah. He takes control, and it becomes martial law across the world.
See, so then that's him being a dumbass again. Because if it was literally just, oh shit, what the fuck? Let me kill Joker. Let me just end this whole dumbass shit. All right, who's your villain, Barry Allen? Oh, Reverse Flash? Bet. Comes back with Reverse Flash's head. Cool. Next. What? Back? See, that was just Superman being that was Superman being a dumbass if he's literally like, I'm in charge now. I'm president. I'm king of the world. Like, that's him being a fuck nigga.
Because that's his character. He's literally a god. And if God doesn't get, he gets a god complex.
All them niggas have lame ass fucking mental states, bro. Okay,
but
because
I just want to sum this up. We are arguing about a bunch of fictional characters who have superpowers, and you're trying to apply that they have to have a logical mindset when they're literally dealing with superhuman and supernatural elements into their character flaws. Like it's literally impossible for me to argue against this.
I agree with Ethos.
It's like hold on. They're trying to argue he should do this.
Ethos,
I'm like,
not Ethos, but Anon. I agree with Ethos on this part.
You can't.
What Ethos is saying is that's like saying rich people have to deal with broke nigga shit. That's not the reality.
That's not reality.
When you have superpowers, you don't have to deal with normal nigga shit. Like you do different shit.
I feel you.
That's my whole.
So I agree with him on that. I agree.
Regarding the Batman, regarding the Superman, it's like I agree. Yeah, sometimes it looks stupid. I'm like, at the end of the day, it's a bunch of like special cases about why they are the way that they are. And it's like, some of them are.
It's all just
stupid,
it's all just a bunch of what if shit. It's all just a bunch of what if.
Because it's a bunch of extremes. None of the superheroes are except for Black Panther, which even Black Panther went through his whole rage moment. All of them have this, all of them have an extreme, which is what causes their character flaw, which is why you say they're fucking stupid, because they do stupid. It's the whole idea with the anime about why a character does some stupid shit, and then you realize, because if it's extreme, it's the same thing.
I disagree with a lot of anime shit too. Listen,
all I'm saying is,
at the end of the day, as a grown ass man, I don't know, maybe I'm just tired of his white shenanigans, bro. I just don't care about Batman no more, bro. I don't. I'm over it.
It's fine.
I'm over it. It's not just him. It's Spider-Man too, bro. I'm super tired of Spider-Man's antics as well. But that's only because, and keep in mind, I'm talking about the cinematic universe. The nigga has rebooted 3 times. I just don't care about Uncle Ben.
I'm not sure about where we're going with the Spider-Man thing, but I think I get you, but
it's not the same thing as a Batman thing. I'm saying I think
it's just
Spider-Man.
Every superhero I find annoying about something. Like, that's why I don't think it's just Batman. I think every single superhero from both Marvel and DC do some stupid shit. Like, all of them do. Like, that's just who they are.
The only nigga I've ever
even Black
seen
Panther has fucked up. He's done some stupid shit too.
I would say don't even watch the Flash show, because
you will get triggered as fuck.
It deals with time travel. This nigga fucks up all types of timelines, bro.
You will get hella triggered. Don't even watch that.
I would never planned on it. But what I'm saying is the only nigga I've ever liked wholeheartedly. No, there's a few people. But mainly the biggest person I liked in like a superhero movie was just Dr. Manhattan, bro. Everything he did just made sense to me, bro. I just feel like his character was just. I was like, yeah, that's some real shit. Like, nigga, I might do that shit too.
Dr. Manhattan for the butt ass naked with your shit hanging out, I guess.
Nigga, if I control cosmic matter, nigga, you can't tell me shit. My dick.
Hold up. So to end this conversation, you proved Ethos' point. You're so powerful, you can walk around with your dick. You don't got to do normal nigga shit. You proved his point.
Pretty fucking much.